So when we start, can you introduce me as King of Alpha Mountain? The Beta Slayer?
I suppose.
Hey, we're doing Breaking and Entering. What are you gonna introduce me as?
I literally already forgot.
Oh.
King the Beta Destroyer
Of
Philadelphia.
Alpha Mountain.
Of Alpha Mountain.
Alright, betas, I'm gonna teach you how to be an alpha. You be quiet.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
No, this is okay. We're welcome to Paris catching a clock.
Yeah. We're still stuck in this mountain.
Yeah, we're never gonna get out of here. I hope you're emotionally prepared to live here for the rest of your days. Because we will never leave this place.
Yeah. How long does it normally take for you?
Well, it kind of depends because most of the time when I'm down here, I'm just like grinding and catching stuff for forever. So honestly, usually I'm probably down here for like an hour or two. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna, okay, you know what?
Well, and I feel like we've been down and we've been in here for...
We've been in here for a while, but remember, we're fighting everybody and struggling, which is not something that I normally do down here. Don't we usually struggle to fight this hard? Not this early.
Yeah.
Like, it's usually not this early that I'm like, oh, everything's dying and I'm not appropriately prepared for this zone that we're in. Okay, well, that was great.
My dearest Bea. My dearest...
Okay, listen.
What?
It's hard. And look at that, I got an excellent.
You did.
It was even rainbow to be like, hey, good job.
Are you gonna keep that, or are you gonna... Well, I guess you don't really have a choice. You're not gonna keep that and turn it into candy, huh?
Okay. You know what, you little freako deco, we're gonna put this on you. Hey, that was
give you a berry to make sure
candy.
you're a very special flavored candy.
Stop it. Alright, this time for sure. This time for sure.
Come on.
Let's
Candy.
go. Thank you, God.
You use a great ball for candy?
Yep.
Okay.
There's gonna be a point not very far from here we're gonna have to use ultra balls for everything.
Oh, okay.
So just get used to that, I suppose.
Helping hand.
Yeah, helping hand is good. I don't remember what it does though. What is it? Assists an ally by boosting the power. Oh.
So is that for like when you're fighting in doubles?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't remember that attack. Ooh, exciting news was just announced. Game Boy games are coming to the Switch.
I did see that. That was very exciting.
I wanted that before the N64. I wanted that before the Genesis. I even wanted that before the SNES.
Are they... So wait, question though. Are they just gonna like port like every single game that they had on Game Boy? Or is it gonna be like...
I think it's gonna be like the most popular ones.
Okay.
Or like maybe... Because I think they also put in games that are kind of like lost to time.
Oh,
where it's
okay.
like the game is
so
really
like some
rare
that
to
maybe
find.
didn't... Yeah. Oh! What's happening now?
Stop right there! Wow.
Hands off! The fossil belongs to us!
Ooh, how did you even get ahead of us?
We're Team Rocket. I'm Jessie.
And I'm James. Meow. Meow,
And the two of us are going to take that fossil back.
You're fighting doubles!
Uh-huh.
You can use helping hand.
I know, it was just the right time.
Yeah.
Jeez, OP. Alright.
Yes.
Oh, well, great. I'm gonna have to spend my first round switching out my frickin' that thing.
Yay!
Great.
Wait,
Okay.
it's been a little while since we played. Does this have XP share for everybody now?
Yes.
Okay. So there's no reason for Snarglepus to be your first Pokemon?
No, you still get an extra bonus if you fight.
I see.
You get a little bit of HP for being in the party, but you get more for actually showing up to the dang fight. Well, let's just hope that the paralysis wears off, I guess. First thing we're gonna do is bite, because that might stun you.
But yeah, I'm a little concerned. I don't see why they wouldn't, but they didn't announce that they were including any of the Pokemon games, which is the whole reason I would want it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We'll see. Because I would absolutely go back and play the old ones if I had the opportunity. I still have 2 physical copies of the old games. I have Pokemon Yellow and Red.
Mm-hmm.
I need to replace the batteries in them, but I have them. But I would very much enjoy going back to play those, so maybe after we get this, or by the time we finish this, the new Game Boy port
I was gonna
will be
say that
free.
would be really exciting if that was like a new thing
Yeah.
that was coming out.
I'm very excited for that. Because then we can
Oh,
play...
good! I can finally do stuff again.
I would assume they would at least release Red and Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, and I feel like I've mentioned this before too, literally, do you know what I would freaking give for them to port flippin' Nintendogs to the Switch?
That is your hill to die on.
That is my hill to die on. I want to play it so freaking bad.
It is a little bit of a mystery to me as to why they haven't made it for the Switch at all. Not even just like a remake or a remaster.
That's why I'm like, I don't understand, like, how, I feel like it's one of their more popular games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, call me crazy, but I really feel like it's one of their more popular games.
Yeah.
Like, I realize obviously, right, like, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, like, those are, like, the big things for them. But, like, has not, like, literally every single person ever played Nintendogs? And also, like, do you know how many people would willfully, like, go and pay, like, I don't know, I don't think I would pay, like, $60 for that game, because I do still have it on DS.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't know, like, I would pay good money for it.
Right.
I don't know, like, that's all. That's my story.
I would be willing to bet that if they made a Nintendogs remastered and charged $40 for it, it would compete with most games that are out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would probably keep up with a Mario entry or like a Sonic entry
Mm-hmm.
easily.
I think it would be a blast.
When I was a kid, we were what, 12 when Nintendo DSs were like the thing, right?
Probably,
were,
yeah,
like, that was when they
somewhere
were released?
around there, like between like 8 and 12, probably.
Yeah. That was like every kid I knew had Pokemon and Nintendogs.
It was like that, and then I feel like I saw a couple other things here and there, but not as overwhelmingly as I definitely saw, like, like Nintendogs and Pokemon or whatever. And, like, I realized, too, whatever, that's because we were kids, and that's what kids were, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that game just has such a good, like, playability, and, like, yeah, it's not something you're gonna, like, grind at for hours on end.
But they could
that's not
totally
the
make
point.
it that, though.
Well, but even if they did, like, I would probably prefer for it to literally just come to the Switch, like, completely unchanged.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it's like, it doesn't have to be, like, a grind game, because, like, Animal Crossing technically is not a grind game either. Like, technically it's you play for, like, 30 to 40 minutes a day, and it's just, like, something that you slowly build over time or
We're out of the
whatever.
mountain. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're out of the mountain.
I know, we made it. We survived. After all of that discussion of, I don't know, I'm usually in here for quite a few hours. I'm confused by this part, though. I thought there was usually, like, trainers here. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, maybe there's like
Maybe there's just not, but...
Do you fight Blue or something?
No, not here.
Or me, I guess?
No. It's just weird, because I feel like usually these paths have, like, trainers on them, but this one doesn't,
I think they kind of realized that, I mean, at least in the first game, it was a slog to get through that too. Because they didn't give you, like, oh, it's just dim, but you can still see the map. You were literally in a circle 1/25th the size of the entire screen, and that's all you could see. So you just kind of had to feel your way
It was
out.
just, like, a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they realized that more Ekans.
Let's catch them, am I right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use regular Pokeballs.
I'm gonna be the old curmudgeon for this entire playthrough, but
yeah, go for it.
And then
that's what I love to hear.
And then when we finally get a Pokemon port into the Switch, which I've been hoping for a long time, but when we finally get it, then you could be like, oh well, in the new game they actually optimize this to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can't think of anything. The only thing I could think of for, like, Nintendogs that could be optimized is, like, let me own more than like 9 dogs,
Right.
so that when I want to get a new dog, I don't have to be like, I give you away to the ether and you're gonna look at me sadly,
Right.
because this is horrible. Like, just let me have a few more dogs.
Well, I mean, if I remember correctly, the dogs didn't really interact with each other.
Yeah, they do. They do when you have them at your house.
Okay.
Because you can have like 3 of them at a time at your little home thing.
Well, they could add more.
And then they would like, well, that's on like, if you could, because again, I realized like they made, what did we determine, like 4 versions of that game? And so like some of them had similar breeds, but some of them didn't, because there was Labs and Friends, Dalmatians and Friends, Dachshunds and Friends, and there was one other one, but I can't remember what it was. But
They also made cats.
like if they could, well, the Plus Cats one came later for like the 3DS or something, but I don't like that one. It's not.
There are 6 versions of the game.
Oh. What are they?
There are Labrador and Friends, Dachshund and Friends, Shiba and Friends, released in Japan only. Chihuahua and Friends, Dalmatian and Friends, Best Friends Edition.
Oh. Those all sound good. They all sound great. Yeah, I think I definitely have 2 copies of Dalmatians and Friends, because I bought a jailbroke copy. God in heaven. Did you just fart at my face? Just
No,
to try
I
to
was
get it
trying
on
to
the
fart
mic?
into the mic.
Yeah, but it was at my face.
I'm
'cause
so
next to
sorry.
the
I didn't
mic.
mean to do it like that.
Yes, you did. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm sorry.
No, but I had 2 copies of Dalmatians and Friends, because I got Dalmatians and Friends from my cousins, because they had it when they were like little kids, and then I was like, oh, I want this, and they were like, yeah, we don't play it, just take it. And then, like I said, I bought a jailbroken copy for like $15 from someone at school.
Oh.
Because it had like $1 million in it or whatever, so you
Right.
could like get all the cool stuff. And that was kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, I would just kill to play more Nintendogs. And
Yeah.
oh, so yeah, my point was gonna be if they could like put them all together, so you could just get like all the breeds in one version of the game or whatever.
Absolutely.
That's really the only optimization I could think of.
Well, they could also make it look a little bit nicer, polish it up a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like it looks really nice. I
Well-
mean, they would have to adjust the graphics because it was made for the DS. But like, I don't know, it's just so good and I love it so much. And that's all. Thanks for coming rather unwillingly, but still joining in on the adventure anyway. Why is it wagging its tail?
Oh,
Like
that
there's
does,
something-
honey. I think, my dear,
What?
that does not look very good.
What do you mean it doesn't look very good? Well, of course it doesn't, because it's on your phone screen. It's not on a Nintendo
No, it's the
screen.
DS graphics.
Let me see it.
Here's a good one that represents.
Yeah, it looks great. That's my childhood.
I feel like they can make it look nicer. Like,
Yeah,
just
but I
polish
don't
up
want it.
and-
I don't want it to look nice. This is the same thing with like Zoo Tycoon. The thing I hate about Zoo Tycoon, like I like when they were their chunky little dumb guys, and then you get to the second one and they're like, "We made it all smoother and pretty." I'm like, no. I like my little weird nostalgia. Like that doesn't quite look right. I don't know. I'm being really picky about it, but I just have really strong
fair
emotions
enough,
about
fair
Nintendo.
enough. I'll tell you what, though, they're likely going to do a Nintendo DS port
They
on
better.
Switch Online.
They
And I
better.
can almost guarantee... Now, I shouldn't say that because I would have guaranteed that they would have made a remake for Nintendogs. But I would almost guarantee that they will include Nintendogs. So rest
would
assured,
it be insane if I didn't learn poison powder?
it is so good.
Poison powder?
Yeah, I would get rid of Tackle.
Okay.
Because that is constant damage.
I know, but it doesn't do that much damage.
But it's still damage. So even if you miss, you're getting damage in.
Mm.
And then they have to waste a
Sleep
turn
powder.
to give them a potion or like
What
an
am I
antidote.
gonna do about sleep powder? Get rid of headbutt.
I
I can relearn headbutt if I need to. I have
yeah.
the TM for that.
Wait, what level is he?
14?
14, okay. Not quite yet.
What are you worried about?
When he gets to level 16.
Yeah, then he evolves.
Mm-hmm.
Only if I let him, though. I don't know. Here's the problem, though. Like, if you don't let him evolve, then they learn certain moves faster. Do I care? No, we'll just let him evolve.
have fun.
We'll just let him evolve.
We'll just
I'm
enjoy
not.
Pokemon, yo.
I already am not taking a strategic approach to this game, so
Yeah.
we'll let him go. The only one I refuse to let it evolve is my Clefairy. I just can't. I let
Yeah.
it be Clefable once, and it just felt like the biggest betrayal. I was like, no, you need to be back to being
And then
small.
you grew to resent it, and then it grew up hating you.
No, it was very powerful and very strong. I think it got up to a point where like its HP was above 200 or something. I'm pulling that out of my ass, so don't fact check me on that. But like, it was quite powerful. That's the moral of the story.
Give me an image of this guy's asshole, please.
Oh my god.
What does he say, Jimmy?
What?
Oh, he says, Jimmy, give me a picture of this guy's balls, please.
Yeah. I don't think he says Jimmy. I think he just says... No, he says Google. Let me see.
That's what it is.
This guy's balls.
I'm out of touch with TikTok. I've only just started using it again.
Well, good news. We've made it to Cerulean City where you don't need TikTok anymore.
Yahoo!
And on that note, we'll discover Cerulean City next time.
Next time. We're back. It's been weeks.
We're back. Yeah, it's been like literally... God even knows how long, but we're back.
Woohoo,
Yay! Bye. Bye.